Set blasters on full.
What's up guys, Gripe here with another review, and today we're going to check out a Marvel Legends figure, and this is from the Legends series Captain America Red Onslaught Wave. And this is the Captain America Cap Wolf figure, and as soon as I saw they were releasing this figure, I knew I had to have him. And here is the reason why. Yep, you guessed it, the original Man and Wolf Captain America comics. I still have them, and these are actually my first Captain America comics and some of my first comic books ever. So I was actually a big fan of these when they came out. Kind of lost interest in Captain America series, but that's the reason why I had to get this figure. So now check out the packaging. This wave is black with some blue accents. You've got the Legends logo on the top, big window below that with the figure and all the accessories. You've got the wave and the figure name below that. And on the side, you've got a picture of Captain America. And on the back, you've got a large picture of the figure, as well as all the information and different figures in the wave and the Build-A-Figure part. And on the top right, you've got a little write-up about Steve Rogers. And on the other side, you've got the same picture of Cap. On the top, you've got the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo. And on the bottom, you've got some writing. All right, so let's crack this thing open and check it out. So now check out the accessories, and Cap comes with a shield, and it's actually pretty nicely painted. Everything is really crisp on here, which is nice. He's got a little clip for putting on his arm, and that goes on left or right, and he's got a peg for going right in his back, so it looks like he's carrying it. And you can see it clips right on the arm there, and that goes on either side. And he does come with two extra hands. He's got a finger pointing hand where the finger looks weirdly long, and he's got a saluting chopping hand where the fingers look weirdly flat. Other than those deformities, the sculpt on these is actually pretty good. And he does come with two shoulder straps. The paint and sculpt on these are pretty good as well. The silver is nice and crisp, and it's got some nice little stitching and belt holes on the shoulder straps. But these are definitely a case of form over function. While they look nice, they really don't stay on quite well at all. As you can see, they have a tendency to slide off. You will, on occasion, find a position for the arm where they actually stay on pretty good, but I've only found that's one at a time, and the other one just slides off uselessly. And now we'll check out my favorite accessory, which is the Cap Wolf head. And I do actually like this head. It does look a little weird sometimes when you put it on, but I think it's got nice details with the rip mask and everything. As you can see, it does look pretty accurate. And of course, this figure also comes with a Build-A-Figure piece. It comes with the cape for the Red Onslaught. Alright, so now let's check out the figure itself. And we'll start with the sculpt and paint. And overall, I think the sculpt and paint on this is pretty good. There are some glaring issues on mine, though. The head is a little bit on a square side, but it is like that in some of the comics. Nice big A, and the eyes and eyebrows came out really good on this. On the side of the head, the wings and ears came out pretty good. There was a little bit of blue overpaint on the wings, but nothing too bad. The A is also crisp. The star in the chest, though, is a big issue. There's a big smudge right there. You can see it. As well as the arms, the white paint just did not cover the blue, and it looked like they had some air bubbles in it that they really didn't bother with. I've seen much better versions, but of course mine is the one that's all messed up. A little bit on the side there, and the back is a little scratched. Same thing with the back of the arms, some air bubbles it looks like. The legs came out pretty good, but that's all blue plastic. There is some overpaint on my boots. You can see a little bit of white there, some more on the side, and a big splotch on the bottom. And again, I've seen some pretty perfect ones, but mine, of course, is an issue. Belt came out really good, and that is a separate piece. You can see all the paint on that looks pretty crisp and pretty well detailed. And of course, Marvel Legends does reuse a lot of the different molds from other figures, but overall I think this cap came out pretty good, aside from the glaring flaws in my paint job. But I have seen other figures that came out practically perfect, but of course I have no such luck. So now check out the articulation on the figure, and it's fairly similar to most of your Marvel Legends, but we'll go over it really quick. You can move the head up a decent amount. He also looks down a good amount. You do have full rotation on the head. There is no pivot though. The arms move up, but there are some issues. The right arm goes up higher than the left, and you can see the shoulders digging into it right there. And a little bit on this side as well, but it's not nearly as bad. That's why I can get it up farther. You can rotate the arm completely around. You do have a bicep cut. And it does have double jointed elbows, but because the gloves protrude, you're a little bit limited. You're getting a little over 90 degrees. There is no rotation on the forearm. You do rotate at the wrist, and you can hinge. You can see it does hinge a decent amount down, but it doesn't go quite as high up on this hand. The other hand doesn't have an issue. It does have a ratcheting diaphragm. You can go forward about that far and backwards about that far. You can also rotate at the waist. You got to make sure the belt is down though, and you can get full rotation there. Hips go out about that far. You can get a good kick forward. You can get 90 degrees forward. Really can't get back hardly at all though. And that's all you're getting, a few degrees. Does have a upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. And you can see you can get a really good bend on those. And he does have a boot cut, although both of mine were stuck. There was nothing a little force couldn't take care of. Can get a really good foot extension on the ankles. You can get him almost straight. He only goes up about that high. And he does have the rocker style ankle pivot. You can get about 90 degrees in either direction, although there is no rotation on the foot. So now check out the size of the figure, and he stands at just under 6.5 inches tall. So overall, I think it's a pretty good Captain America figure. I do think there are better Legends versions out there. I do like that it's a comic book style, and I really like the Cap Wolf inclusion. That brings back a lot of nostalgia for me. I think the accessories are pretty good. The shield is nice. I like some of the hand poses, although they do look a little goofy. The shield straps are nice, but the execution on them is pretty poor. And I do think the Build-A-Figure for this wave is pretty awesome. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Subscribe for more.
Set blasters on full.